Countless horrors.
Okay.
I just love how it looked like he just stood up and then it's just like, oh, I'm gonna sit back now. We'll lay back down. You know, even though this is an old game, and so that at the time the buttons on the controller were a little limited. Like, I'm surprised you can't just like go like to the options and like optimize the buttons to use like the axe and all the other special weapons to like another button on the controller. So that'd be way more useful instead of having to press up and then action button.
Yeah, that's true. We do have more buttons, really, than we used to when this came out. Or do we? Well, I don't know when this came out.
Let me see real quick. It either came out
was it on the PlayStation 1?
I don't know, because around then, the SNES was still a thing, and the N64 was starting to become a thing. But let me see when Rondo, or what console Rondo was.
Because it came out in Japan first, so I don't know what they were using. And it wasn't even called Rondo of Blood at the time, it was Dracula X. And also, Dracula X isn't even the version we're playing right now. Dracula X is an inferior version to Rondo of Blood, which is kind of a remaster, remake, pseudo reboot of Dracula X.
What makes it inferior?
Well, the bosses were worse. The controls, I think, were worse. The level design was kind of shitty. So they kind of revamped everything in Rondo of Blood, and that's the version that's canon, because it's the version that you see in Symphony of the Night. It's a whole thing. Dracula X is technically Castlevania 5.
The Super Nintendo.
Okay.
No, well, the thing is, if it came out on the Super Nintendo, the A, B, X, and Y buttons were a thing, and there were shoulder buttons on the...
So they just wanted to make things harder.
Yeah, that or they kept it the way it was, because I guess they were like, well, fans know these controls. If we change them now, people are going to be upset. That means if this came out on the Super Nintendo, Dracula X probably came out on the Super Famicom. You're dead, son. You're motherfucking dead. I said this last time. I'm glad those tiny Igors get killed by the spikes. Where this would be even harder.
This would be impossible then. They made that button like in a way where it's like almost impossible to avoid. I mean, I've done it before, but it's so difficult.
You gotta position yourself. Oh, you did it. I was gonna laugh if you pressed the button though.
Whoops!
Oh wow, this is so much easier. What is that button on the floor supposed to do?
I have no idea what half the buttons.
Ow, slight pain from hitting this spike, not gradual and consistent pain, but just a quick, sharp pain. What do those buttons do?
If you're gonna start asking me what buttons do, I'm just gonna tell you every single time. I have no idea.
Well, you're the Castlevania expert.
I tried looking up what they do, and I found nothing.
I need answers.
Look, Konami just...
I need answers for all my noob questions. That's what I need.
Look. Alright? Konami just didn't know what the fuck to do.
You did it again.
So I guess I got a backflip on that.
Yeah.
It's so weird that doing the thing that would actually require more skill is what's going to be the thing that saves me.
Maybe the
what?
Ooh.
I think actually pressing these buttons does something up ahead after this guy.
I wonder if it depends on like which button you press. Maybe it like creates an enemy or something.
No, I think it's items, maybe.
Oh, okay. I mean, there's probably someone who tested it out there somewhere.
I think once you press those buttons, you come here, and then you jump. You
jump. Jump.
Onto here, and you hold down, and then those come up.
Oh, okay. Well, now you have the stopwatch.
But the stopwatch is weird in this game, so I don't want it.
I want the cross. I want Jesus on my side.
I actually don't want the cross. I want the fucking axe.
Is the axe your favorite thing to use?
No.
What's your favorite thing to use then?
Okay. I don't remember all the weapons in this game.
I was waiting for that answer.
I'm gonna hold you in suspense just for that.
You kept me waiting for such a bullshit answer. Well, I don't remember all the weapons. Okay. Alright.
I like the whip.
That's not that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about all the special weapons.
Probably holy water, honestly. Maybe. Probably not.
I haven't seen holy water in a while.
I think we used him on the wolf. We beat the wolf that way.
Well, no, yeah. I'm just saying I haven't seen it in a while. And the holy water is pretty nice because you like lay it down on the ground. It's like a constant like hitbox for a second. Okay. Back. I think you knocked it back into place. You actually hit it so many times it got knocked back into place. Oh my. Hey, look, the stopwatch.
This is the other boss.
Who would this be? Oh look, holy water.
We're just doing this boss just to show, because we're not gonna beat it.
Is it a giant knight? So it looks like a lance.
It's a headless horseman.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm the headless horseman. Once you you have your head, why don't you put it back on? I don't want to. Isn't that your whole shtick? You lost your head, so you decapitate other people and take theirs or something?
Oh, I forgot to do something. Okay, there we go. So, I'm sure it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad with the lighting there because we had a window open, but
yeah.
I completely forgot to turn on the other light.
I honestly didn't even notice.
Yeah, it's not much of a difference right now, but it will be later. Okay.
Would you say fighting the horseman is easier?
No.
No, okay. So the horseman's harder than Carmilla.
Yeah, Horseman's way harder than Carmilla, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because I've never beaten him. So, that's why I say he's harder.
Well, I didn't get to see what he did. All I did was see him thrust his lance.
That's all he does.
Just thrusts his lance at you?
Yeah.
He doesn't like throw his own head?
Maybe. I don't know, I haven't beaten him.
I need answers. I require answers.
Okay. Back to this one.
Oh boy, I'm already yawning because I'm so tired of you dying. I'm just joking. It's not like I'm uber excited for us to get to another game.
Yeah, Superman 64.
That was supposed to be a surprise.
Don't worry, that series will come out before this one, so. That's the one you're referring to, right?
I guess. I wanted it to be a surprise. Which, by the way, that was one of the many games I was given as a joke. One of many.
One of many.
Yes. One of many. Because I was also joke games. I was given Superman 64. I was given
Catwoman.
Well, I was gonna say Catwoman, but there was another one. Yeah, Catwoman, the movie Catwoman video game. You know.
The only Catwoman video game. So.
Yes.
Oh no.
Nope, you fucked it. You didn't do your backflip. What's the other one that I got? Fuck. What is it? Oh, I actually got the Bruce Lee Bruce Lee video game on the Xbox.
Oh, I have that.
Yes, it's not a great game.
No, the controls are so garbage. That's why I never finished it.
Oh yeah, I actually got pretty far in the game because I figured out like all you do is you upgrade your square attack and just keep pressing square since he auto locks onto people. So it's just like. And then I also got another game where it has to do with like it's a fighting game, but it has to do with that weird like Japanese like theater kabuki, I think it's called. Not kabuki. That's a Street Fighter character. But it's like that weird like theater where like people are in like huge, like huge clothing and like big makeup and like ginormous like wigs. It's. I mean, I'm sure someone watching this knows what I'm talking about, but it's a fighting game based on that, and it's awful. It's for the Xbox too. I got 2 games for the Xbox that year. Even though there weren't too many games on the Xbox that I actually wanted as a kid. Funny enough, most of the ones I wanted were pretty bad, but I wanted them because they looked cool.
Well, that's all that counts. That's
Yes.
all that matters.
I just love how much stuff as a kid that you like pick up and like play or you watch, and like how much of it is actually good compared to how much of it was shit but you thought was cool since you were a kid. It's just like a huge gap there.
Come here, you little yellow-eyed freak.
Hey, don't say that. These guys have feelings, you know? These guys have families to go home to.
Fuck their feelings. Fuck their families. And fuck their kids. Not literally.
That's no. Don't be adding that to no soundboard. I love the memes people make of you, by the way. You've been sending me those. It's just like a couple of his friends keep making memes of him, and it's funny. There's one that I wish I had saved, that he had a picture of himself dressed up as a doctor, but his expression as the doctor was meme-worthy. And I did make something out of it, but I ended up deleting the picture. That, or I ended up misplacing wherever I put it in like my computer. So, yeah, it's on my computer somewhere, hopefully. But at the same time, I know this dude still has that picture.
Yeah, I still have it. You're just not getting it.
He's afraid of how many jokes may become of it. I don't even have to do anything. You know what I should have done is like I should have like taken it to like a Reddit page or like a Facebook page and just been like, here's a picture, guys. Make a meme out of this. That way I don't have to do any work, but other people make it funny for me. Anyways, Castlevania.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm trying my hardest here.
Well, luckily, after you get to a certain point, once you find like that checkpoint, you don't have to worry about these fuckers anymore. Until you die enough. You have to come across that super green room. That's like green enough to where you could probably like green screen that that whole background out and put in something like really funny. You know what you should do is when we get to that part of the stage, is you should green screen all of that green out on the capture, well, not that capture, you know what I mean, in post. Green screen it out, and then put that really funny Trevor expression that you found for like season 3.
Yeah.
You should put that in the background when Richter's walking past all those calls. Fuck! And just be like, the Belmonts are looking after me.
Trying to think of something funny.
No, I'm trying to. You might have already said this, but I don't remember. I got an answer when I asked, but how many points do you need before you get another life?
I don't know. What do I look like? Some kind of expert?
Well, you're more of an expert than me. I never play these games, except the couple times you had me fight a boss,
Which is funny, always.
and the Netflix series. I still actually know more about this series than the average person, which is the average person is the person that only watched the Netflix series.
Yeah, you get a few more references than anyone else.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite things, talking about Netflix series, is when I was working at my job and we had some Witcher T-shirts at my job, and these girls were walking by, and I was telling them like, "Hey, we got some new T-shirts if you want to check them out." And they were like, "Oh, who's that up there?" And I was like, "Oh, that's Geralt from The Witcher." And they were like, "Oh, that show just came out. They're already making T-shirts of it." And I was like, "Well, it was a video game before the show."
It was a book before a video game too.
That's what I said after that. It was like it was a video game, and before that it was a book. And they're like, "Oh," it's like, "Yeah, this has been a thing for a long time."
He's been a part of pop culture for a very long time.
And so it's just like the Netflix people, the people, or the average Joe that doesn't really fucking watch anything or get anything. They just watch like the movie and TV show adaptations of everything. Which I'll be honest, I do that too sometimes. But at least if I'm invested in something enough, I will learn a little bit more about it.
Or I will just shove it down your throat and then you'll get the references. Like with Beastars, you know more than the average person only because of all the memes you try to send me.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually just, especially that last one I sent you.
Yeah.
Put that on screen now. Right over his face.
No. Come here, little knight. Come here, I'm not gonna hurt you, I'm just gonna kill you. Whoa,
I'm not gonna hurt you, I'm just gonna make it a quick, painless death. get ready to do that a couple more times because I know there's another knight. There's a red knight, I think.
Yeah. We took care of one of the red knights, but we got the others. I love these axes because in Symphony of the Night you can actually play as one of these. You can put in a code and
you can play as one of these enemies.
Come on!
No.
Yes, you can play as one of the stupid axemen.
Why?
Why not?
I want to play as one of the floating eyeballs. Or the tiny Igors.
Well, too bad.
Is it like actually like just a normal... There it is. Green screen that out and put in the funny Trevor picture.
My ancestors are looking out for me.
Thank you, ancestors.
Thank you, Trevor, my hero. Hey, it's one of the beautiful damsels.
Don't let her kiss you, bro. You're saving yourself for marriage.
I don't want cooties.
Exactly. She's coming to get some nice sugar. Don't let her.
I won't.
She wants some of that tasty Belmont. Dick.
You sounded unsure if you wanted to say it or not.
I keep forgetting what I can say on your channel and what I can't. I keep forgetting that.
Fuck off. Oh, fuck off.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Scream.
Oh, fuck off.
Explosion. Get her before she kung fu kicks you.
No.
And she weirdly bunny hops around you.
You know what would be really fucked up is if, like, they made one of those red orbs that always drops when you kill an enemy, and it explodes, and it's like a fake one.
It would be even funnier, though, if it, like, landed on him and made, like, a funny, like, clunk sound, and just, like, clunk, like a cartoon, like, clunk, like, and he just falls on the ground.
Anyway, that's where we're going to end that video, ladies and gentlemen. If you liked the video, make sure to like down below, subscribe to lots of videos, and we will continue this in the next one. And until then, see ya.
Bye.